making
Yeah.
sure nobody forgets. And that was part of my idea behind this is for the last 19 years, my mom has been like, hey, how about we do a shirt this year to remember him? Or how about we do a business card and it's got, I want to have his books on it. But this year, let's do one with a logo. And I'm like, how about we not remember him through business cards anymore? Let's tell stories. Let's do this
Yeah.
stuff because I want my kids, you've got a kid now. I
Hmm.
want my kids to like fully hear these stories from the people who lived it, right? Like
Hmm.
my mom is not going to be able to tell these stories the way that she always does for who knows how long. She's fine now, but that could change. It's an urgency for me now, essentially, to make sure that these stories are getting preserved so that my kids, whenever they are ready to listen, because right now they're too interested in video games, but one day it's going to mean a lot to them. And they're
Hmm.
going to want to sit down and they're going to want to watch this. And they're not going to want to read about it. They're not going to want to hear about it from somebody else. They're going to want to hear about it from their meme, from firsthand experience. And whether or not anybody else wants to hear that or not essentially doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'd love for the whole world to hear these, but I think I have to start with the small goal of just making sure that we're preserving these, memories for our families at the very, very least.
Yeah.
So one story that seems to be the thing that everybody has a very unique experience with is finding out the news. So do you remember where you were and how you found out?
I sure do. I'll never forget. I think even if I had dementia, I probably wouldn't be able to forget that night. It was about 9 o'clock, and I was sitting in my basement watching Family Guy, and I heard the most gut wrenching scream that I've ever heard in my life come from my mom. And I ran up the stairs, and then your brother came into our house and removed their covers. And it was just a crazy, I mean, as I say, I'll never forget. Like I do also forget, like it's
You
almost like
enter
a
into a
blur.
blur. Absolutely.
Yes. So it's a blur, and it's just a crazy thing. Your brother was so professional, respectful, poised, just like I was just talking to my mom earlier, and we were crying on the phone, or I was trying to hide it, of course. Oh, your brother was literally the epitome of just the most caring and giving person that would give his shirt off his back. And that night was a crazy night. But throughout that night, he was comforting, caring, whatever you need, like explaining the whole process to my parents. At that point, I just kind of was checked out.